Well, good morning. The title for this video, will be dated May the 2nd, is Well, I Leave for Oz Today. Only as I wake up again this morning, the second time, did I decide to record another video before I shut off my computer and pack it up for the trip. I didn't put up, but that's okay. When I woke up the first time, I was still on the fence as to whether I should cancel the trip. Once I stopped asking for donations because of getting criticized for doing so, they stopped. My airfare is not even covered. And of course, there will be many other expenses on a trip of this magnitude. I had a good exchange with Eilish earlier. She will be picking me up at the airport, and we will make some decisions after that in regard to my month in the land down under. Here's my PayPal link for those who wish to help me defray the costs. I hope to get some clarity regarding my future, especially what I will do when I come back to Florida. I'm actually trusting to get many insights on this trip. Just changing my location and going where I've never gone before, opening up hopefully fertile soil in my mind and spirit will be a godsend for me, which is the big reason why I jumped on the opportunity to make the trip in the first place. I, of course, was hoping to get the support of my friends around the world, and many did chip in, some smaller, some bigger, but I did get donations that covered maybe a little over half the airfare. But certainly not the whole thing. And it's interesting because the airfare is mostly taxes and unknown charges. The airfare itself is under $600, but I paid over $1,400. I think I said that in a previous video. But one of the other interesting things is what came in the mail yesterday. I was doing a lot of running around in preparation for the trip, and I wasn't sitting at the computer. I was thinking of things that I needed to get and buy, like, for example, you can't take hairspray on an airplane, so I had to go get one of the hairsprays with the pump rather than aerosol can. And there were other items that I had to get especially for the trip. But when I came back, in my door, my son had put an envelope, and it's from the United States Common Law Grand Jury. Whoops, yeah, wrong, other way. And it's filed against the judge who made the ruling to take my house, as well as against, it names the sheriff because he was the one that actually helped them accommodate the thing. It doesn't name the bank, which is interesting. PNC Bank should be named in this, but it does name the attorneys that were working for PNC Bank. And, you know, I'm going to read just a little bit of it. The purpose of this information is to alert and inform both the county sheriff and the local courts of criminal acts and constitutional violations being perpetrated against the above-named petitioner, by way of a common and growing white-collar swindle concerning the securitization of mortgages, which are illegal primarily because of antitrust law violations, constituting specific violations such as usury, fraud, conspiracy, forgery, and robo-signing, and when state and federal legislators provide unconstitutional legislation and state constitutional courts sanction the non-judicial foreclosures by looking the other way as the victim is robbed collectively constitutes RICO. I'm not going to read any more, but there's several pages of this document, like about 7 or 8 pages. And I don't know what's going to happen with it, but it's interesting that it comes just as I'm leaving the country for a month. and going abroad and trying to reinvent and find myself again, find my purpose. The video that I did with Aristo, one of my friends commented, I should have put that up online because I didn't know I was going to mention it, but commented that Aristo sounds like this guru that she has been trying to push on me, and he doesn't resonate with me at all. It's like, to me, here's what I hear. It says it's not what she said. It's not what he's saying, but it's what I'm hearing. Avoid the problem, avoid the issues, and they'll go away. That's what I hear. It's focus only on the inside and don't worry about the outside. And Aristo made some comments along that line too. I've listened 3 times to Aristo myself, which I don't normally do that, but I did in this particular situation. And I will be commenting more on this stuff in other videos, obviously. But no, I don't think Aristo and this other guru that my friend thinks is so wonderful are saying the same thing, and I certainly hope not, or I hope that my perception of what this guru is saying are wrong. But anyway, I do leave on my trip today, and I do ask for prayers for my safety and guidance as to meeting the people that I need to meet and connect with. I'm hoping to spend at least half the time that I'm there in the Melbourne, Australia area. I do have an invitation to go to Brisbane, which is a long ride north of there, and I think there was one that came, an invitation to Sydney as well. And of course, my friend Peter lives in I forgot the name of it, the capital, Canberra. I forgot for a second. But Peter's coming down to Melbourne to actually visit me, and I expect he'll be there next weekend. But I do leave today, and it's going to be an exciting and challenging trip, I'm sure. And as I said, I ask for your prayers, and those that are willing to make a small or whatever size donation for the trip, it's certainly appreciated, because I've dipped into the funds that I had put aside to get a place to live. I was able, before this, I would have been able to pay 6 months of rental. Now I can't do that anymore. But anyway, thank you for listening, and I appreciate those that are truly my friends and are truly concerned about not only my situation, but the situation that we all face in a world that has been run by criminals long enough. Namaste.